Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for making time to join us today. My name is Fatuma Hassan, a Communication and Public Relations Associate at Crestwood Marketing and Communications. Welcome to We Deliver podcast. Now, today we're going to talk about public speaking as far as communication is concerned and any other profession is concerned for that reason. As a communication practitioner myself, I know how crucial it is to have public speaking skills. And for that reason, I would like to share some of the key tips that has helped me navigate my way through my career as far as public speaking is concerned. I really hope this podcast is going to be of benefit to you today. Well, first things first, what is public speaking? Public speaking is the art and the process of delivering information, messages to a particular audience. It's very intentional and it's very deliberate. So it requires a lot of thought process and making sure that you are up to date with the information that you want to pass to any given audience. Well, basically, in a layman's language, so that I do not confuse anyone, it's the process of just standing in front of an audience and passing information. Yes, that is what is known as public speaking. So whenever you find yourself at that presentation, internally or externally, that is, you're doing public speaking without you knowing. Yeah, they're calling it presentation, but you're delivering something. So here's the thing about public speaking. It is innate for some people and it can be learned for others. So I once read somewhere, or I don't know if it's a statistical findings that says that majority of people would rather die than stand in front of an audience and deliver, give a speech or just communicate publicly. And I'm not so sure that, is it accurate? But we are going to find out, maybe, who knows. Now, tips to becoming an effective public speaker. Now that you've known what public speaking is, how do you establish, or rather, how do you put yourself out there to communicate effectively with a given audience? The very first thing I'd say is knowing your audience. So let's say in the case that you've been tasked to give a speech or to just hold a public speaking event, how do you make sure that you communicate with the people that you've been tasked to communicate with? Knowing your audience helps you to calm your nerves, first of all. If it's your peers, if these are people who are high in ranks, people who are maybe in the same level of career profession with you, that way it makes it easy for you to know how to communicate with them. And the moment you know your audience, it also makes it easy for you to know the kind of language that you should use while delivering your speech. When you're speaking to doctors, you don't want to speak to them in terms of the local language. They want to talk to them with the jargons that they understand. You see, the same thing applies to lawyers, and the same thing would not apply to just a local person. So yes, knowing your audience is a key factor that will make sure that will determine whether or not you become an effective public speaker. Because without knowing your audience, you are definitely going to lose the main reason why you're delivering the speech, or rather, the main reason why you are speaking publicly to begin with. The other thing you want to put into consideration is the content, or rather the messaging that you put to your audience. You want to make sure that whatever it is that you're communicating about is as simple, precise, concise, very, very easy to understand. Avoid at any given time coming out as someone who wants to be known for using big words while communicating with an audience. I promise you, the moment you try doing that, you will lose your audience and people will sleep. They will literally, live in their slumber world while you're there talking big things, yet no one is listening to you. So public speaking is not about using technical words, but instead it's about the simplicity. Just make sure you deliver whatever it is that you are delivering in a very simple way, in a way that everyone can actually understand, so that you don't lose your audience in the process of delivering your messaging. Well, the other thing you want to put into mind is the use of body language. Yes, don't just stand at one place when you have a whole podium and you have a whole audience, a very large number of audience, and then you just want to stand at the corner of the stage while delivering your message. Use the room, use your body language, express yourself, use your hands if you need to, use your head, move around, be easy. It's those kind of things. When you utilize your body language, sometimes you'll find that some things you cannot express them using words, but the moment you use your body language, it becomes easy for you to deliver your message. So yes, if you want to become an effective public speaker, then you'll definitely need to know how to utilize your body language, because verbal communication and non-verbal communication, they go hand to hand, and at no point should you separate the two. Well, the other thing that you need to know as a public speaker is tonal variation. Knowing how to use your voice, when to bring it up and when to bring it down, when to just, level it out. Yes, it's very nice. It will keep people engaged, because when you just start on a very low pitch, you will lose your audience. But if you also shout at them so much, they will feel like, what are you trying to do here? Hello, So in order for you to become an effective public speaker, know how to use your voice. So the good thing about right now is that, like I said, you don't necessarily have to be born as someone who knows how to eloquently speak with an audience, but it's something that you can learn. You have so many resources online, YouTube, Google, that you can actually utilize for your advantage, for you to learn how to deliver a speech, or just to deliver any kind of communication that you want to deliver at any point. So like I was saying, make sure that you know when and how to use your voice at any given time. With everything that I have shared, and much more, of course, so I hope you put it into practice, and eventually you find a way of mastering this whole process of public speaking. And until next time, my name is Fatuma Hassan. I'll see you and I'll see you. Bye.